Welcome back. We are here at the Swamp. So I love the atmosphere here as we am about to embark on the late run before the playoffs, which normally means some very quality basketball. The desperation of teams trying to make it into the floor, and the desperation of teams trying to finish in the top spot. And Cairns get the tip. And here they come. Crosswide trying to take it early, shoots over the top of Schencher, but he changes his shot enough to make it come up short. Gill disappointing with his team's effort as Peter Crawford is fouled as he shoots his leaner. He goes to the line for two.
Both teams ran a good isolation play for star players, obviously getting it inside of the big fella at the Cairns end, and then Crawford. They loaded up on the split line, but Crawford found a way to be able to get to the basket. And you want him doing that rather than just settling for jump shots.
Exactly. He's so athletic and long. Boy, he's come a long way. I mean, he was always a nice player as a youngster, just always tough defensively. Had that real kind of nuggety, not back down from anyone, but boy, he's got better every year.
He's had a great career, and you would have to think that he's in the peak of his career right now and has got many good years left up here in North Queensland.
Brad Hill, nice pass to Ian Crosswhite. Gets it to Warren, creates a little bit of space, and shoots the jumper over the top of Peter Crawford. Tough shot.
I swear he shoots the ball better when someone's in his face and he doesn't have to think about it. That's just a pretty jump shot when he gets it off the move, gets that one hard dribble left or right, and whack.
Eddie Gill with the turnover. Even when he's playing poorly or making turnovers, he never changes his expression.
Sometimes that's good and sometimes that's frustrating.
He's always right in the thick of things in the fourth quarter. Brad Hill on a pass from Andrew Warren. What a finish.
Another great set play. Good back kick. Brad Hill getting to the basket. And that's where he wants to be. Doesn't want to be anywhere near the three-point line at 7% for the year. He's an athlete. He needs to get in the paint.
7%. You have to tell me the numbers on that one. As Luke Schencher gets into the paint, his running hook shot is good.
Yeah, Townsville have done a great job of being able to go inside the Schencher over the last month or so since he's come back and he's feeling healthy. And we saw a couple of weeks ago when they did go inside, he made good decisions about being able to pass it back out to his teammates as well.
Alex Loughton switched that pivot foot. We've seen that around the league a lot. Guys make that fake and slide the pivot foot.
That was a good call.
Blanchfield on a strong drive, couldn't get the finish over the top of Hill. Here come Cairns, and they've got numbers. Wilson wants to run a bit of offense. Andrew Warren with that pressure again, this time from behind by Peter Crawford, and he splashed that one, never looked like missing.
No, he looks confident tonight. I mean, they're really going to have to get on to him early because we've seen in past games, he's that sort of player, when he's firing, there's trouble. He can string points quick, and there's not that many players in the league right now that can really string points quick. But he's certainly one of them. And on the road, he's shown that he's probably more dangerous than he is at home.
I like guys like that.
And that's where they need to be able to keep going at him. Recognize that, keep running plays for him, see how many he can string.
Schencher's off the mark, and he goes over the top of Alex Loughton. Townsville establishing their interior game early with Luke Schencher getting a lot of touches.
Yeah, another good touch for the big fella. They throw it in there, and he's going to have that mixture of being able to get his way to the basket himself, first being able to open it up for teammates.
Crosswise skips it to Hill. He turns down the three. That's a good choice. I think it's 2 for 26.
2 for 27.
Wow.
That's why he turned it down.
Loudon had to shoot a low percentage shot. Crawford in transition. Shencher with the offensive rebound.
That's a good shot for Crawford in transition on his home court.
Blanchfield for three. Loose ball goes to Crosswhite. Wilson. He slows it down. I thought he might have had Warren for a second. Warren skips it back to Crosswhite. Boy, this is really one ugly possession. Shot clock down to 4.
This is dangerous.
Blocking foul on Peter Crawford. A guy that's hot already. Shot clock down to 4.
Yeah, 1 second on the shot clock when that foul was made. I mean, PC really just needed to be able to keep stepping off him. I mean, he was a meter outside the three-point line, Andrew Warren. You've got to carry a hand and see whether he can make that.
They get a new 24-second shot clock, and Peter Crawford, one of their stars, picks up a foul. Crosswhite gives it to Wilson. His three-pointer is off the mark. Here comes Eddie Gill in Townsville. Crawford. Shencher with another touch at the high post. I should say the elbow pass deflected by Andrew Warren. Cairns get Townsville to commit the turnover.
And that was a low percentage pass from Crawford, trying to throw it with his left hand there where he really needed to throw it to the top and get a better angle.
Warren got a good look, misses his baseline three.
And that's what we're talking about. That's the most open shot he's taken by far, and he missed it. It's almost like he's thinking about it and pulling it short.
Jacob Holmes, watch it as it go out of bounds, and Gill throws that one away. Is it Jacob Holmes' responsibility to create a better angle?
No doubt, and I think Jacob needed to make a better effort to go after that loose ball. It wasn't a great pass, but he needed to be able to come up with that. Looked like he pulled his hand away or something.
Crosswhite on a strong drive, gets the dusty right card. Garbage man can't get the finish. Shencher with the rebound in the outlet. Gill to Blanchfield. He traveled first. And he did.
He did travel. And good pass from Gill, good transition. Townsville have to keep finding a way to be able to increase the tempo in this game. You see Cairns, they want to make 100 passes in their offense. They want to cut, screen, move, and that's a good tactic. That's the way they've been able to stay in games, particularly on the road. Townsville need to get steals, get stops, and get to the races.
Hill on a nice cut, got Crawford. He can't get the score on the jump hook. Crawford to Jacob Holmes. He finds Shencher.
That's a great pass, too, from Jacob Holmes, but Shencher's been incredible all night about running that middle lane every time and giving his teammates an option. First time they've really found him. Cairns.
Jamar Wilson's fouled by Eddie Gill. Timeout on the floor. Townsville want to talk things over. They're in a deadlock with their Queensland rivals at 6 here at the Swamp.
Things to do before summer ends. Go to the beach. Go for a surf. Build a sand. I have no idea what that is. Go to Hungry Jack's. Play cricket. Watch cricket. Listen to crickets. Take your dog to the park. Go to an outdoor concert. Go to Hungry Jack's. Climb a tree. Fall in love. Ride a horse to Hungry Jack's. Come into Hungry Jack's for a summer value meal and get a Whopper Junior, small fries and small frozen Coke for just $3.95. Available all day, every day. Hungry Jack's makes it better.
Turning them over. Just take better care of the basketball. We've gone inside. Good things have happened. Next time down, we're on horns 1. Horns 1. Okay, be patient. Give it to him. Read the floor. See what happens. Keep playing, D. Keep rebounding. What is it? Their ball. Let's get a stop. 1, 2, 3.
Well, Paul Wolpert happy with how his team is going about things. They're just not taking care of the ball.
Steve, I feel naked. Where's our stats? Where are our... I can't watch a game without stats. I was really looking down, and that's why I noticed is that looking at Blanchfield, think he's 0 from 3 from the field. He really needs to be able to take those opportunities and be able to contribute in that manner, as we see Warren shoot a tough one, and on this occasion, miss it. Oh, that's better.
Yeah, we're in the ball game now. Jacob Holmes looking for Schencher. He's got room to operate. He travels.
I'm not sure what he's complaining at, the big fella.
He really walked. I mean, we've seen 4 walks already. That'd be the 4th one. And that was probably the most blatant one. I know he was bumped as he was moving his feet. And it made him slide his pivot foot. Hell, you get bumped every time on the block. Warren with another tough shot over Peter Crawford. And then Peter Crawford at some point is going to have to start shaking his head because he is showing a strong hand.
I haven't seen him get to the post like that, make moves out of the post. That's something that he's obviously feeling comfortable about.
Schencher again, backing down crosswise. Good defense by crosswise, but a tough left-hand jump hook by Schencher.
You cannot play any better defense, and you cannot throw any worse pass than that. And that's what the Crocs want to do, get full court, put some pressure on them and get the tempo up in this game.
Another chancy pass. Gerbeau eventually gets the hold on it. Townsville doing a good job of trying to up the tempo of this game. They've got themselves a 2-point lead.
See, I don't think that's a foul. I think that's Schencher got in front of him and bumped the cutter. That's what you're meant to do. That's his job.
Get another look. Yeah. On Aaron Gerbeau is, normally an Iron Man, but boy, he went down like.
I was looking for the sniper.
Just about to say it, but I didn't want to quote Bruce Palmer.
See, to me, that's not a foul. I mean, you got to let that play. Gerbeau's a tough player, and I'm surprised that he actually hit the pine like he did.
Yeah, me too.
I hope his teammates give it to him over that.
Williams pulled down by Elvin Mims. As Schencher takes a little bit of a breather. Rebound 9-3 in favor of the Crocs. They're losing in the turnover department. Committed 5 already. That's what Paul Wolpert was talking about in that timeout. Allen off the glass. That's good. Good to see the youngster's confidence starting to grow. He's a big unit.
Certainly is. You can tell he's lost weight. Apparently he's been working a lot harder, playing a lot more inside than his traditional pick and pop game, settling for his jump shot.
Warren, a little more zip in his step, skips it over to Williams. He shoots the 3 ball. That's off the mark. Mims with the huge rebound.
Great board. Crawford looked up after he got knocked to the ground. Where'd he come from?
Allen for 3. Oh, he's just willing that one in. He's looking confident. Warren to Loughton. Good bump by Ben Allen. Crowd wanted to travel. Loughton on the step back. That's no good. 4 Crocs in there for the rebound. Gill gets it. Gill creates a little bit of space, and his little jumper rims, goes up and in.
See, that was Gill's first shot in the game. He's very patient about letting the game come to him. I think at stages, though, he has to be able to push it. Townsville can't just be a post-up team. I think they have to be able to mix it up between on balls, going inside, and getting their transition game going.
Dusty Reichard steps out of bounds after he gets the offensive rebound before he put it back. He's charged with the turnover. You can see him working the baseline. Did he step out of bounds?
He didn't step out of bounds.
He didn't?
Didn't look like it. I tell you can feel the whole tempo and the feel of the game really going to Townsville now. They've really been able to flip that around. He wasn't even close to the line. You're kidding.
Wow. We always say, the ref can't miss that call. He's standing right on top of it.
That's his only job.
Man. Mims just tries to throw it up in the air to Allen. Jacob Holmes with the O board. Allen to Cedar. Tough shot for Michael Seaver. He's on his home floor. He knocks it down.
He's just a different player in this gym. He has all the confidence in the world. He wanted to take the shot 5 seconds earlier for a three. Didn't get it, made the pass, and he was always going to let it rip.
Wilson creates some space. Somehow gets it up in the air. Good defense by Townsville. They swarm. Gill. Wow. Nice crossover. Just shook Jamar Wilson. But he turned it down. Williams with the steal from behind, and he kicks it out of bounds.
Well, I think he got that one right.
20 seconds left, coaches.
Good steal, and that's what Kerry Williams has to be able to add to this team. He has to be able to get up in the lanes and create some turnovers and a little bit of fast break game to be able to help Cairns if he's going to really inject something off the bench.
Exactly. Because you know if you don't add something to the game, you're just an undersized liability. Allen misses the sitter. Pass Grabeau, that looks good. Had the distance, but it was not straight. And after 1 quarter of play in a low-scoring match,